Fucks Given,
the podcast where we discuss real-life shenanigans your mama was too shy to talk about.
Whoa, that's fucking weird.
Holy Jesus. Daisy's in the closet.
Here's my dick. Blam!
And you got those
That's the
Scooby-Doo
best
characters.
Okay,
I'm just saying this one time.
I mean, I'm interested. Cat on the toilet.
A half-hard dick pic.
I have a confident vibe.
I'm Daisy.
I'm Heather.
I'm Terry.
I got Spanx on, bitch.
Zero fucks given.
Hello? Are we all here?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, cool.
Wesley. Hey, bud.
Oh, the energy is up. Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Wes. We're happy to have you.
I'm so fired up.
Welcome.
Good.
This is a big honor for me. Thank you so much. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
What the hell? Is this a documentary?
Sure. It is now.
Cool.
Whatever
Great,
you call it. Yeah. So, before we get started, do we want to do our shout-outs and slams, or no?
Whatever.
I think we should every week. For sure.
Do it up.
So, any shout-outs?
Yeah, we should shout out Jenny Rohr for doing our awesome artwork.
Yes. Jenny, you're the bomb. We love you.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, she does all of our artwork on our podcast and all of our fun stuff, so she's awesome. Check her out. What slams do you have? Oh, like our fun stuff?
Yeah.
Our
Ooh.
haters?
Oh, douchey virgin ghost. Or dirty vagina ghost. I don't know. I came up with a few names for him.
Who is that?
Dumb motherfucker.
Some random?
We got a hater. It's awesome.
He
Is he
took
hot?
the time to... Fuck. He's probably like 12 years old. He's probably like 12. God. No, he took the time to look us all up, though.
Yeah, he called Nate a pedophile.
He called Nate a pedophile?
Yeah.
TJ was like my cousin because he's got a mullet.
And I'm the size of a C-130. Isn't that fucking great? I was like, damn. That's a fucking honor. I'm a special edition then, motherfucker.
Some great references right there.
Right?
Gosh.
It was great.
Anyway,
honestly,
good times,
if you haven't read the comments, you really need to, because I seriously laughed the whole weekend. I even laughed this morning on my way to work. Thinking about the bullet. I couldn't get it out of my head.
Good time.
I don't even know what's going on. I saw I saw the trend, and then I was like, okay.
You gotta read.
All right. Good shit. Well, we got Wesley on the show, and thank you so much for being on, bub. Our first guest and our first male guest.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite dudes in the whole entire world, for sure.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, it's cool to be here, you know. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to talk about. So I'm just going to...
No pressure. Male opinion is definitely something that we want, and we don't really have, obviously, because we're three women. So it's nice to have a little change of pace. And you're fucking hilarious, and I'm sure you'll bring a lot of good shit to the show. I'm already laughing, but
Yeah, I wouldn't expect too much of that. But yeah.
Oh.
I'm just trying to not ruin the show.
You won't.
No, whatever.
Trust me.
We'll ruin it ourselves. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Sure,
Yeah.
You're heading down real fast with those comments.
Fuck.
Everyone has their own opinion, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Especially people with imaginary wives and friends. It's okay, though.
yeah. I mean, like, the thing is that, like,
People are the size of a C-130.
and also that.
C-130s are American, too.
That's right. America. Cool. So what are we talking about tonight?
Yeah, what is it?
Tonight, we are going to talk about, is there life after failed relationships? Failed relationships are something that, like, people all go through. And for me, I'm in a relationship and have been in the same relationship for a long time, but I guess, my perspective would be more like, trying to, keep watering my grass because I'm afraid of like, life after this relationship. Like that'd be really scary for me to like have to try to start all over and do something else. But, Wesley he can definitely speak on this topic for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I've had a failed relationship, but I think everyone goes through that though in a certain way. Everyone has ups and downs. I would expect that you're going to go through failed relationships before you have a successful one. Otherwise, you're just going to have pretty tough to see success in your relationship. You have to kind of go down before you had that success. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah. I've been down many times. I just want to know when it's going to start going up. When the fuck's it going to go up?
Well, and that's the thing. You don't ever know. With me, I've been married now for 3 years with someone that I didn't expect to meet. I was pretty much done with relationships, but I had to kind of not care about finding someone else, and I had to kind of find myself. And then all of a sudden, I delivered this gift that I wasn't expecting at all. I mean, it was just the perfect one for me. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just supposed to work like that or what. But I had to go through that years of heartache and then not caring and then finding who I am. And then I met her. So
that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, what state of mind were you in when you met the female you're married with now?
Well, pretty much a carefree state of mind.
Okay.
So that's where I had to get to, where like I already made my choice of I don't care if I meet someone else. I was pretty much done with the relationships, like I said. And I was learning more about myself and where I stood in the world. And that's what I cared more about, and developing my own interests and making myself better, So once I started doing that, it's like, to me, it's kind of weird to say, but it's like all of a sudden I got this gift. I was delivered a gift. It's kind of weird, but that's how it worked.
How did you and your wife meet?
Well, we met, I was in the Army, and she was a reservist in the Army. We met on the drop zone. We were both jump masters in the Army. So we were getting ready for a jump one day, and I met her, and then I showed interest in her. And through some mutual friends, they were talking about, hey, Wes was like talking about you and asking about you. So later on, we met, and it was fireworks at that point. Once we met, had a night together, and from that point forward, we were just inseparable.
That's awesome.
When you said she's a gift, she's definitely like a gift, and like she's just amazing and perfect for him.
Well, it's if I would have never met her, I would have absolutely never believed that it's a possibility to have someone as like absolutely perfect for you, Like I wouldn't think that's like, you hear, they're pretty good together, but everything I like, she likes. Like it's absolutely perfect. I could not have created a better match for me. So that's my wife.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm real lucky with that. Obviously.
Yeah, that's great. That's very awesome.
And there was no doubt in your mind either.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't even know. It was probably like that same year, I think, that my brother came out here and that he ended up meeting her. It was obviously, there was time in between, but him and his girls, they came out to visit, and my brother is like, because he had been, separated for a while, and this was all new to him, and he definitely found himself. His energy was completely different, and just like he's like a free spirit. He was definitely like, he found himself, and then when he met her, he was so happy, and like he was like ridiculous. Like he was like a little. It was just ridiculous. It was so adorable. He's like, hey, I met this girl, and like, yeah, like she's coming over soon, and like he had like this whole date planned for her, and like legit, like treated her like a queen, and like she definitely fell for him, and she's amazing. Like I definitely got to talk to her before I met her, and we connected too before I actually met her in person. But like I think that like holding out for what you really want, and like knowing like what you really want, you should definitely hold out for that, because it's possible. Like he found that, and what he had before, I mean, it was not in comparison like this bitch. But this is definitely something that
sure.
he has for sure.
Well, I think that typically people rush into things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we do. We all rush into things. I know I did. Like I was super young, thinking that marriage was the way, and you know, I was a young man. I was 21 years old when I got married the first time, and and really I had no business doing that. Like looking back.
Yeah, I was like, no.
You could see the
Don't
fucking.
do it.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't mature enough to make that decision, honestly. Like I wasn't at the place where I should have been. And
Right.
so getting married then, and then fast forwarding to who I was when I met Leslie, completely different person. And as far as maturity, and just looking at who I was as a person, just completely different. So like my confidence in myself and what I was looking for in life, where I was, just as, you know, completely as a person. And there's a huge difference to when I was a 21-year-old person, you know, man that didn't know any better. I was just looking for that American dream of starting a family, which I was too young for and I didn't know what I was doing. So I made bad choices.
Right.
But I think that's typical. Yeah.
As a man and having no doubt that she was the perfect one for you, how did you treat her any different from the beginning than any other female you came across?
I feel like I treat people pretty good. So, and I do just generally, typically I treat people good. So it wasn't like I was treating her necessarily any different. But as far as there's just something, I would say there's something immediate about her particularly. And it was like, and people say there's like something about a certain person that kind of draws you to him. And with her, it was the most overwhelming feeling that I've ever had. You know, when I looked at her, there was something about her. It was like I was being drawn towards her. So that was special in itself. But I definitely treated her good. And like from the very beginning, we were just like inseparable. We didn't even want to be away from each other in different rooms.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Like little kids.
They're still fucking like that. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, we're definitely attached still.
It's like disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's cute to see my brother like that, but
yeah.
Like the thing is that like put it into perspective. My brother's a really good looking guy. Like put it into perspective when he came out to visit. Like every one of my girlfriends. Terry, you've met my brother, obviously.
Oh yeah, he's
all
fucking
my girlfriends
hot.
that were single. All my girlfriends were like, "Oh my god, let me hook up," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like he's like my brother. My brother's the kind of guy that's like he has that confidence and he's a good looking guy. He's on a dirtbag. Like he's not going to disrespect women. I mean, he told me this time where he like when he was single. He had like this, he was talking to somebody on, I don't know if it was a site or something, but anyways, you know, just a picture of her face and he shows up and he walks in and, you know, the chick was taking atop the booth and even then he was still like, you know, yeah, but he was still a nice guy about it. He wasn't a dick. He sat down and like talked, you know. He wasn't a dick. He didn't just bounce out and leave. Like that's the kind of guy he is.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Did you remember where you said that there was like this the chick that just had a picture of her head and then when you showed up she took up like half the booth.
Like Photoshop headshot. Yeah.
Oh geez.
That's trickery, you know.
I always get the comment, can you please send me a body pic, please? And I'm like, what the fuck, yo? But I get it.
God, that's a different subject. It's like, why put yourself through that? Why do that to yourself? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just,
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. But it's something that happened. I'm just saying, like, you know, obviously she showed up, but I mean, like that. I mean, my brother. I mean, you could have been a total dick about it, and he's still a nice guy. He wasn't a dick about it. Like he was like, hey,
let's eat.
Well, you know, that's me. That's not everybody. Not everybody's the same. We're all different.
Exactly. I'm just like,
we know this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I'm not an angel either. You know, I've made mistakes in my life.
No.
But I will say that I told Leslie like a long time ago, like, you know, about 10% of people are good, honest people. At least that's what I've seen in interacting with folks. You have to like use good judgment. That's the best thing you got to do.
Good call.
It's going to tell you what you should do or what you shouldn't do.
I actually, not too long ago, after Austin and I split. I was on that group site I told you girls about, but somebody posted something on there about the 3 loves that you have in your lifetime. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No, I think you mentioned it, but I don't remember.
So it says the first love, it's like the fairy tale love. It usually happens as early as high school, takes over our youth, fulfills our dreams, blah, blah, blah. We tend to believe that our first love will be our last, our only one, right? And then it says this type of love focuses on how others perceive us rather than how we actually feel. And then the second love, it says, is what you would consider to be the hard love, the type of love that teaches us the valuable lessons about ourselves. It brings great pain, the pain of deceit, lies, and loss. We will believe that with this love, we're doing something different, but in reality, we're not. So I feel like I've already had 1 and 2. And then it talks about your third love is the love that no one expects, the love that will surprise you and will make any negative idea we once had about love just disappear. It's considered to be the easy love, the love that is simple with no complications. It's the love that comes our way when we're not looking. This love will not be complicated like our past loves. And then it says a few things to know. This love is not the one we dreamed of. This love does not follow any rules. This love will break all notions we had about our greatest love and what it would look like. So I think it's kind of interesting. Like, how would you say that makes sense at all for your situation, Wesley?
Yeah, that sounds pretty spot on with the third love, especially. You know, I was like, I pretty much, like I said, I had given up. Like, well, that's all bullshit. You know, like puppy love and that's all crap. Because I felt like I got betrayed and like it wasn't real. That's something that's false.
That's a heavy word.
When she came along, it completely kind of reinstilled the faith that that's possible, which it actually did. You know, it took a lot of me breaking down the defense barrier too. You know, I wasn't ready to get back involved with opening it up again. I couldn't ignore all the basically how perfect of a person this was for me. You know, it's worth it. It was like I'd be stupid to walk away from that opportunity. So it was something I wasn't looking for. So it really explains, you know, that third love is definitely hitting the nail on the head.
For sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I totally feel like I just went through like the second love, you know what I mean? With like the drama, it talks about trying to make it work, but not really focusing on why it shouldn't work or whatever. And I totally was in that situation. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know. It was just interesting, you know? So it's kind of cool to hear your perspective and see that, I mean, this is a valid thing, at least in your case.
Yeah, it's definitely worth, like, people shouldn't give up. The right person will come along eventually for you if you're looking. Like I know people want to look, but it's like, I just feel like it's like a watch pot never boils, you know? Yeah. Like, it's going to happen when you're least expecting it to. But you have to be ready. Like, at this, whatever stage you're at in your life, like, you should be working on yourself.
Yeah.
And not looking for that. You're going to get that. It's going to come to you, but you have to be prepared for it.
I ain't prepared for shit.
Right now it's like it's so
well,
fresh.
Fine.
And
maybe it's not time yet.
You gotta have your
that's
fun
fine.
and
that's okay. Relationships they're not easy. They can be pretty tough, obviously. If we care about it, then we'll invest into it, you know? But if you leave it alone, then it's like a yard that doesn't get maintained. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
But it takes two. That's the thing. It takes two. It's not one person.
Right.
It's both. So you either care or you don't care.
Damn.
But it's got to be both.
I think that one of my biggest issues is I feel frightened that just moving forward in general and then things just falling apart. Being so sure and then, you know, it's just, you know, it wasn't what I thought it was.
So you're saying there's a fear like progressing your relationship?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. You got to figure out what your relationship is too, I think.
How do you figure that?
It's got to be defined. It's like, what is our relationship? What is our status? Where are we going? What's our goal? You know, as two people being together, that's a union, right? Whether you're married or not, it doesn't matter. You're a union of people. You should have You should have goals. Like everyone has rules, right? Or you should have rules. You're not either cheating or you're not. Like some people have open relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we know that happens. But that's established. And if that's established, then that's okay. It's a mutual agreement. So you should also have a definition of where your relationship is. And that should give you comfort after you both agree. So that just takes communication too.
I don't know, man. Life sucks.
There you go. Life does suck. But you know what?
Drink more.
Wesley's life is great.
It is.
No.
No.
So Heather, I mean, where do you feel like you fall in all of this? Is Heather there?
Oh, hold on. Oh, shit.
Heather.
We lost Heather.
No way. Oh, no wonder I'm like, what? No wonder my
being
a little bit too quiet.
She's like, you guys didn't even notice I was gone.
Fuck. Did she hang up herself or what?
I don't know. Do you want to add her back on?
Yeah, hold on.
I was wondering why it's so peaceful and nice.
I was wondering why I was so fucking quiet.
I'm like, damn, she's not talking.
You there?
Yeah.
We're talking. God damn it.
Heather,
I'm
fuck.
just going.
These bitches don't even fucking need me as shit.
You just thought you were being quiet listening.
Actually, Heather. No, actually, Heather. I was like, there were some quiet moments and some moments where I'm like, where the fuck is Heather? Where does she fucking say anything? I really want her to change the subject right now. I'm not about this. Cut.
Nobody even got to hear my trash while I was fucking non-existent.
Fuck my
Heather,
life.
your brother just gave us
What
some
up?
really good advice, and we had
He
asked.
did.
We asked. So where do you feel like you fit in this whole scenario with your love life?
Me?
Yeah.
With the numbers and shit?
Well, I guess.
The first, second, and third.
Yeah.
The first,
I
second,
guess,
and third.
yeah,
are the-
because I mean it's
Oh.
not fucking bulletproof, right? So it's not gonna. Yeah. So where do you fucking sit?
All right. Well, I think that, like, I mean, I don't know because I really don't know. I mean, I guess it's like my first love was like when I was young and stupid, which I was still young and stupid when I met this motherfucker. So I can't really say that, you know, I'm probably all 1, 2, and 3 all fucking jammed into one. But I'd say maybe my first relationship, I thought I was in love. Maybe that was that. And then maybe he's 2, but I feel like, okay, so 17 years is a long fucking time. And I should be getting my goddamn gold award for it any day now. I'm expecting it. This award for being together for so long. But, yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is that TJ and I have our ups and downs, and we've had our blowouts, and we've had our close calls where we weren't going to be together. Honestly, we've had, but I feel like, I don't know, I would say almost to where I'm kind of feeling like I'm kind of back on the other end of that loop where I'm falling in love with who he is now and who I am now. Like we're kind of hope that he's my third too, you know, like in a sense. If you know me, you've known, like, we've had our battles, and my brother knows TJ, and he knows my life, and he knows our ups and downs also. And you girls obviously know me in my life, but yeah, like we're kind of back on that other end of it. So I really don't know. I would like to hope that he's my third and final love, but at the same time, definitely my second for sure. We've learned a lot. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's possible. It's possible to. Because you grow older and you change.
And
I feel like
you grow older.
We've had a couple times where we were just like we were done, like we were just gonna be done with it, and it was gonna be over. And honestly, that happened just recently. We're kind of on that end again, and I can honestly say like. Things are going really well, and I'm really happy, and he's really happy, and we're growing, honestly, just way different than we ever have before. Like, we've grown together before, and we've kind of gotten closer, but it's different. I don't know why. It's just a lot different this time. So I'm really hopeful, and I'm I'm really excited for it again. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, maybe he's my 2 and 3. My second and my third. My big fat nerd.
Might as well stay with him at this point.
Right.
I mean,
damn.
This is the thing is that, you know, there's nobody that's gonna know me like he knows me. Like nobody gets my shit and my humor like he does. I mean, I'm fucking crazy and I'm fun and I'm crazy, but he loves me for all of that. He loves me for all my crazy. Yeah, he's crazy.
Definitely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who, me?
Huh?
Me?
What's
Who?
that?
Am I crazy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm fucking nuts. I mean, let's just face it. But in a good way. And and TJ puts up with all my crazy shenanigans and he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He stayed with you, so you know that's pretty good. Gotta give him credit, you know.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Fuck his credit. Where's my goddamn credit?
You definitely get credit. It's in the mail. The gold.
It is. It's in the mail.
On the way. UPS.
No, we have our shit, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that I have in my relationship that I really don't know if it's gonna be, you know, what in another relationship, who knows? Like there's always gonna be things that weren't like your other relationship. Like, you know, people are always like, oh well, this might be better or that might be better, but you know, right now I'm just working on watering my own grass and tending to my own lawn, and hopefully that I'll, you know, nourish it enough to where it'll be good, and not trying to look at the other possibilities in life.
But you know, if you want my opinion,
yes.
on that is this.
Yes.
It's like, you know, it's everyone does that. It's like everyone wants to compare. It's like, well, I mean, look at these people over here. They're so happy. That's bullshit.
Mhm.
They have the same problems you do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're probably better off even. You got to compare your own life to your own life and to your own happiness to your own happiness. That's really what needs to be important. Because once you start comparing, and like that's why I'm kind of limited on social media. It's not important to me. Like my own, I'm comfortable with who I am. I know I got my own morals and values. I don't need other people to influence me, you know. And I definitely don't need to compare my life to other people's lives. And once you start doing that, it's like you're starting to put your foot out the door, you know?
Like all these happy couples I see on here, I'm like, yeah, how fucking happy are you? 'Cause I was that person pretending to be happy. So I totally get it. It's like, you know, I don't buy half the shit I see on there.
You shouldn't. Because a lot of people are bullshitting. Try to pretend like they have a great life and then maybe they're not even happy. That's why you look at a lot of celebrities and half of them are depressed and they're millionaires, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait a minute. What's going on here?
Right.
How's that possible?
True.
Yeah, because you're the source of your own happiness.
Definitely.
You can't let other people dictate your happiness. And once you start doing that, you're giving up power.
Yeah. Fuck money. We're fucking famous now because we got a hater, so I mean, we're on our way. We're on our fucking way to fame them.
He's part of your team now.
Just kidding.
He'll probably comment on some of our future episodes. I wouldn't doubt it.
Fuck him.
I hope he does. I hope he does.
He's American.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I think we're all guilty of the fucking fake media bullshit sometimes too, though. That's how it is.
The most successful people have the hardest, most negative comments. So don't even think about that. Like, that shouldn't be a measuring stick for where you guys, you know. Put yourself.
Hell no. Yeah, for sure.
And if you can stay away from that, then you're fine.
I just laugh.
Yeah. Done. For sure, but like, I mean, think about the kind of person that like you are. Like, I mean, I'm definitely somebody that speaks my mind, right? Like, but like for me to like go out of my way, I don't go out of my way and comment some really negative, harsh shit, even on strangers' things. I just don't. It's just not me. To think of the kind of person it takes to do those kind of things, like, come on, like, you got to be a real shitbag. Is all I'm saying. Like, you have to be in a real bad.
Yeah. I mean, hey, let's be honest. There's people out there that they purposely want to bring you down.
Oh, for sure.
They're everywhere.
They got problems. You know, I don't ever want to purposely offend someone. That's not ever my goal. But if I offend you, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. And if you're offended, that's your problem. Like, you're you've decided to be offended.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's the thing. That's a choice.
You have
also.
to still make that decision
to be offended.
To be offended, angry, or whatever. That's on the individual. But
Right.
it's that's not mine.
Especially with this type of genre, we're definitely we're obviously, we're zero fucks given. We're literally stating our opinions based on whatever the fuck we want. Like, it has nothing to do with offending somebody or going out of our way to offend somebody. We're just speaking our mind and how we feel. If you're offended by our content, you're welcome to stop listening. That's all.
Right.
Just don't listen. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely takes the type of person to a negative type of person to go out of their way to make somebody else feel like crap, and not just that, but literally attack all kinds of in depth to it too. Like, like you got side notes and footnotes and all kinds of shit on your essay here.
That dude fucking made notes for sure.
You're like a professional troll.
Yeah, like professional.
I gotta look up what a C1. What is it? A C-130?
C-130.
It's a military cargo aircraft.
Cargo aircraft.
Air Force.
Hey, you want to know something?
It's pretty big.
The jeans that I wore today look like C-130s because they're fucking baggy on me. So fuck you.
Who's the C-130?
I think you.
No,
what? Huh? What?
I'm the C-130.
What? Is it because I'm fat? I'm the C-130. Thanks. What?
You are.
I don't know who is the C-130. Which one?
He referred.
I think it was actually.
Terry.
It's supposed to be Terry's vagina, and
Terry.
I thought it was Terry's vagina.
No, it wasn't my vagina.
I thought it was his vagina.
Because there's bigger aircraft out there.
He said that I was 130 when I was in the Air Force, and now I'm a C-130 because I'm a fucking fat ass.
Oh, God.
I get it. Let's go. That makes
C-130 is a very respectable aircraft.
I was going to say, he gave me a fucking compliment. I'm a legend, bitch.
Yeah.
If he called you a C-130, what the fuck did he call me? I don't even want to go in there.
He complimented you. He said you were the smartest out of the three of us.
It was No, he said it was a sarcastic smartest, Daisy. It was
he said you need to lay off the tequila though.
Is that what he said?
Claimed to be smart.
Yeah. I could see where you think TJ has a mullet, which is wrong. I could see where you might have a mullet. But it's definitely not my cousin. My cousins don't have
Oh, just wait till I tell Nate that he is a pedophile.
Ooh. Does he not know? That's going to be big news to him.
That's going to be huge.
He's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn it, I'm a pedophile? Damn it.
Yeah,
he's going to tell you apparently that profile.
Did not know that.
We live close to an elementary school, too.
Oh, yeah. You guys are moving.
She's
not cool.
Right. Damn.
Oops.
Well,
I don't know if I want to start talking about dicks with your brother on the phone.
What? He's heard it all. That fucking Heather's his sister. He's poor guy's probably seen some shit too.
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
That's utterly wrong.
It's been I actually try to be pretty content around my brother. I'm try to be pretty respectable. But that's like the only person in the world I see. But I'm not even that great. I just try to be not naked is what I'm saying.
Well.
You say not naked?
Yeah, I don't walk around. If you're here and you're my guest, I don't try to I don't walk around naked or walk out with pants off. That's me being respectable. That's me being respectable.
Appreciate it.
Most people, even TJ's best friend, I'm just I'm sorry you're fucking here. You fucking other rules.
Oh my God.
My house.
And it's 10:30. Go fuck yourself. I'm naked in my own house.
She hasn't thrown her vagina wipes on you?
No.
God, you're missing out.
Terry, we had a vagina wax. Like we were wiping bed.
I wasn't wiping my shit and throwing it on you. And if that was before we even got it waxed, you were doing that.
I was making sure it was clean. We had rules.
Look, you went through a half a box of baby wipes on that shit before we even got It's clean.
Wait, there's more.
You just happened to be where my wastebasket was, and they happened to fly into your dress.
Well, the fucking footboard was the garbage bag, apparently, because that's where they landed, right on my feet.
Anyways, it's important to keep clean here. Anyways.
I love you and your vagina.
Guys.
Yes, good shit.
Yeah. Like, from a dude's perspective, if a guy is really into you, like, you'll know, right?
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Answer that one.
I think so. Like
you don't have to question it.
I
right?
think
like,
you're gonna know that a dude's gonna be interested in you. Yeah.
Like it's evident. Like, so you don't have to, like, if you're wondering if he's into you or not, then he most likely maybe not, because if he is, then you'll know. Is that like what you're saying or what I was saying?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for every guy, but, I made it clear, that I was interested. Right. Because I'm not going to let that person get away. If I really care and I'm really interested, that person's not going to get away, because my attention is on this person. Right. Right. And there's no way in hell, because I care, because I'm like, man, there's so much like attraction or whatever you want to call it there. I wasn't going to let that. There's no way she was going to get away from me, or at least no way that she wasn't going to know that I was interested in moving forward, having some kind of interest there. So you're going to have people, that maybe aren't showing it as much, and that's on them. That's on the individual. Like, maybe there's going to be more people that are more shy, or they don't want to approach you, or they're going to show hints, but they're not going to follow through. I'm 39 years old. I'm not into guessing games and hints and all that stuff. Like, I'd rather be upfront with people.
I guess not all guys are like you too, though. But at the same time, I think that just in general.
As a woman, you should know. Like, okay, there's this guy's, like, because you're going to, if you're like interested, or if you're looking for love, or, you're trying to date and stuff like that, you're looking for showing signs of interest, you're going to see that. It's going to be evident.
Why would a guy give you mixed signals?
Don't chase it. That doesn't typically happen. Now, normally you're going to get the creeper dudes, right? Mm. Guys that you're not interested in, and they're going to be like all over you, but you're not a match with them, and you know that you're not a match with them, right? Yeah. That's what you're going to get more of than anything. And I knew that from talking with women with dating apps and stuff like that, because I was into that for a little while, and it was a nightmare. But because you never meet anyone for my experience was really bad. Like, never meet anybody that was in what's it now. But I'm doomed. I mean, not saying that it's not possible, because it is possible.
Yeah. How does it feel, bitch?
It fucking feels great, motherfucker. It feels great.
Woo!
You get a majority of people that are like,
fuck you, Daisy.
You're not interested in it at all.
I love you. I'm gonna kick your ass when you oh my God, though. You know what, though? The tables turn, but the tables were never fucking good on my end, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Shit wasn't good on my end. Yeah, so fucking suck it. Yeah.
I think that Terry, you're definitely like, it's just so new anyways. There's no way that, I don't think even if the right person came along that you'd be like, whatever the fuck anyways. I think that I honestly just think that. But also, I think that your standards should be, high at this point.
Oh, hell yeah. Terry, you're hot.
Yeah, and like standards shouldn't, they should be high, and I think that also, on the same end, I can't speak for, my sister-in-law, and we'll have her on one of these days, but, she definitely, on her end, she wasn't expecting this to happen either, and, in her situation. So, like, her finding him was just as magical on her end. And so, like,
sure.
Yeah, so it was like, it's a really cool, her perspective is the same in a sense. So, like.
Well, can I add to that? Because you guys were talking about something about, like, settling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about settling.
Well, I agree with that completely. Like, nobody should ever settle for anything. Like, you have your own standards. Everyone has their own standards for a reason. Like, it's either, like, inherent, you have values, morals and all these things that make you individual. Don't settle for something that is lower than what you expect. That's real important.
Definitely.
What you want.
You have an expectation then that's your bar and that's what you set it. And if it doesn't meet that, then don't go for it. Don't accept it.
Yeah, I kind of feel that's like where I am now because I don't know. I'm just not interested in many of the prospects that I have. It's like,
that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you, that's okay to not be interested because it's going to be, that diamond out there is going to be perfect. And that's the one you want to be with. It might be real rare to find that diamond, but it's worth it.
Wes, you're so right, but the fucking reality of it sucks.
Yeah, it's not easy to deal with the waiting.
God
That's
damn
the
it.
hard part. But it's worth it. But in the meantime, you just make yourself better.
Just gotta learn about yourself, like you were saying, and that's what I'm trying to fucking do right now. Figure my shit out.
You have you have this huge thing ahead of you, this whole like summer and like all these like with the firefighters and who even knows who's gonna come your way. You just focus on all that good shit.
Yeah.
And that good shit will come your way. Guaranteed. Like
Yeah.
just live your life for you and yours and it'll come your way. I feel like kind of like my situation, I was in that situation where I was like, I want all of these things. I want this. I want that. And in my relationship, we just weren't getting there. That's when we kind of I put my foot down and we kind of started working on some other shit. And that's where we're finally getting to, like, where we're kind of meshing together a lot better because of it. I don't know. Well, thank you for being on with us, dude. I really appreciate you.
Yes, thanks,
Wes. You had a lot.
Honestly, you did bring another perspective.
What did you say? I was taking a piss.
Right.
Sorry.
Just like you, Heather.
My bad.
Yep.
We said thank you, Wes.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate you having me on. I'm a big fan or something. And, look forward to doing it again sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Wes.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Talk to you later. All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
You've just listened to Zero Fucks Given. Tune in again next week for more hysteria.
Hey, don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you.
Bitch!